What if the very identity you've worked so hard to build is also the cage that's keeping you small? In this powerful exploration of Carl Jung's teachings and modern self-discovery, we'll uncover how clinging to old roles and personas may be blocking your growth. It's time to ask, who are you really beyond the mask? Have you ever felt trapped in a version of yourself that no longer fits, but you keep showing up as that person anyway? Maybe it's the achiever, the caretaker, the strong one, the peacemaker. You've built an identity around these roles. They've served you, protected you. But now something in you feels stuck, not quite free, not quite you. Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But what if the very identity you protect ... is the prison that prevents that becoming? Today, I want to take you on a journey into the shadow, into the unconscious, into the parts of yourself you've forgotten or buried. All in the name of surviving. But now, it's time to live. Point 1. What is identity and how is it formed? Let's start with a simple but important question. Who do you think you are? Really pause for a second and think about it. Is it your job, your name, your personality type? Are you the funny one, the dependable one, the overachiever? All of these identities are like clothes we put on, some consciously, others without even realizing it. Carl Jung taught that our conscious ego, the part of us we think we are, is only a small part of the whole psyche. Beneath it lies the unconscious, and that's where our repressed desires, wounds, fears, and forgotten gifts live. As children, we learn which parts of us are acceptable and which are not. So, we build identities to be loved, to belong to, survive. But here's the catch. The longer we cling to that survival identity, the more we betray who we actually are. To the shadow. What we hide. We become. Jung's concept of the shadow is essential here. He defined it as the parts of ourselves we reject or repress because we believe they're wrong, shameful, or unlovable. So maybe you became the nice one because your anger was never safe. Or the perfectionist because being flawed meant being unworthy. The tragedy is, what we reject in ourselves doesn't go away, it just hides. And the more we try to protect our identity, the more we strengthen our internal prison bars. Here's a hard but healing truth. True freedom begins when you stop protecting the mask. Ask yourself, what parts of me have I denied just to be accepted? Who would I be if I no longer needed to perform? 3. Individuation. Becoming whole. Jung believed that the purpose of life isn't to be good or liked, it's to become whole. This process is called individuation, the integration of the conscious and unconscious parts of the self. That includes the shadow, the inner child, the archetypes we carry. It's about reclaiming the forgotten parts of you, your softness, your wildness, your truth. It's not easy, because becoming who you truly are often requires letting go of who you've been pretending to be. That's where the inner conflict lies. We want transformation, but we fear losing the identity that gave us safety. So, let me ask you this. What identity are you protecting today that no longer serves your growth? What are you afraid will happen if you let it go? For real-life examples, when identity becomes a cage. Let's make this real. Take the high achiever who always says yes, always delivers, always exceeds expectations. They get praise, validation, they feel needed. But inside they're exhausted, resentful, disconnected from their own joy. Or the strong one never asks for help, holds the family together, but they cry alone, terrified someone might see their vulnerability. What they're both protecting is an identity, one they believe makes them worthy of love, but the cost. Authenticity, freedom, inner peace. Does any of this sound like you? What would it feel like to finally put the mask down? 5. How to begin releasing the prison. This isn't about destroying your identity. It's about expanding beyond it. Here are a few steps to start. Name your identity. Get honest. What roles do you play? What titles do you hide behind? Explore. the shadow, journal or meditate on what parts of yourself you've suppressed. Ask, what do I feel ashamed of in myself? When did I first learn it wasn't okay to be underscore? Practice self-compassion. You built these masks for a reason. Honor the younger you who needed them. Take safe risks. Speak your truth. Say no. Ask for help. Try something new. These small acts reclaim lost pieces of self. Find support, therapy, shadow work, or trusted friends can help you walk this path safely. Remember, you're not here to be the person the world expects. You're here to become whole. Let me leave you with this. What if the pain you feel isn't because something's wrong with you, but because your soul is tired of pretending? The identity you've protected might have saved you once, but now it might be the very thing holding you back. So what would it look like to choose yourself beyond the mask? What would it feel like to stop performing and start becoming? If this message spoke to you, if you felt seen or stirred, leave a comment and share your thoughts. Tell me, what part of your identity are you ready to release? And if you're on this journey of self-discovery, subscribe for more content like this, because you're not alone and you're not broken. You're just becoming who you truly are. Until next time, take a breath, look in the mirror, and remember, you are so much more than the story you've been told. Let yourself become